Welcome to my lecture online. In this set of videos, we're going to concentrate on the concept of variation in algebra. What does variation really mean? What is the definition of variation? Well, it turns out it's related to the word varies, which means changes. And we're relating that to one variable changing, causing another variable to change, and finding that relationship between the two. And we have learned in the previous chapters about a linear relationship in the equation y equals mx plus b, but the variation doesn't have to be linear. It can be inverse, it can be related to one variable changing in terms of the square and the other one changing in terms of a linear change. So there's different kinds of variation, and we'll touch upon all those different kinds, but first let's look at the basic concept of variation. So we can say that y varies directly with x. So what does that mean? Well, the word directly means how it varies. So when there's a change in x, y will also change, and there's a direct change. And we'll touch upon that in a moment. And here we can say that y varies inversely with x. So again, inversely says how it varies. So always have to say how one variable varies relative to the other. So again, what we're saying here is when there's a variation in one variable, there will be a variation in the other variable. Or a change in one variable causes a change in the other variable. So when we say that the change in y varies with the change in x, what we're saying is the change in y depends upon how x changes. All right, so here's an example. Let's say that k, and of course we have that variable k in here, or k is really a constant, it's really not a variable. Y and x are the variables, k is a constant. It's kind of the proportionality constant as we call it, but we also call it the constant of variation. You might have heard of this term, the constant of proportionality. And so here we can say that, let's say k is equal to 2. So now we can say that y equals 2x. So if x is equal to 1, y will be equal to 2. If x is equal to 2, y will be equal to 4. If x is equal to 3, y will be equal to 6. So we can see here that as x changes by 1, y will change by 2. So if x increases by 1 unit, y will increase by 2 units. And that's what we're talking about when we talk about variation. If we know how x changes, we'll be able to figure out how y changes because of this constant right here. Now let's say that constant is equal to 3. So here you can see that when x equals 1, y equals 3. When x equals 2, y equals 6. When x equals 3, y equals 9, which means that if x increases by 1, y will increase by 3. So these are what we call direct variation. There's a direct proportionality, a direct variation. Depending upon how x changes, y will change. And how much y will change is determined by this constant. K can be 2, k can be 3, k can be any number. Or, of course, we can talk about inverse relationship or inverse variation. So here you can see if x gets bigger, y will get smaller. Here when x gets bigger, y gets bigger. And so you can see there's a relationship between how one variable changes and how the other variable changes. If we talk about this type of relationship, this type of variation, which is kind of a linear variation, then we can relate it to the equation y equals mx plus b. Now, of course, if we say if b is equal to 0, so this disappears, notice that y equals kx and y equals mx looks exactly the same. So k really represents the slope of the line. Here k is equal to 1, or the slope is equal to 1. Here k is equal to 2, so the slope is equal to 2. And you see that relationship between x and y. If x changes by 1 here, y will change by 2. And again, that gives you that feel of how that is related to the linear equations that we have, because here we have a direct relationship between x and y in a linear sense. So variation simply means there's some relationship between how one thing changes versus how another thing changes. And there can be all kinds of relationships. It doesn't have to be directly, it doesn't have to be inversely. There could be other types of relationships, and we'll touch upon all of those. But at least now we might have a good or a better understanding of what we mean by variation. And so this chapter deals with the variation concept.
Why don't you give an example of the inversely proportional?
An example of inverse proportional, okay, that would be good. So let's say that y is equal to k, well, what we're going to do is we're going to make this a 2. So instead of a k, we'll write 2 over x. So let's say what happens when x equals 1, y equals 2. So when x equals 2, 2 divided by 2, then y equals 1. When x equals 3, then you can see that y is equal to 2 over 3. And you can see that as x gets bigger, y gets smaller. And so that's what we mean by an inverse relationship, or y varies inversely with x.
Graph.
Oh, now you want to see a graph as well. Okay, we can draw a graph of that. So if you want to see a graph, when you have a 1 over relationship like that, the graph looks like this. So as y goes this way, x goes this way. So as x gets bigger, y gets smaller in this relationship. And the bigger 2 is, the steeper this becomes. So that means, well, if this is equal to 1, a 2, let's see here, 2 when x equals 1, the y will be bigger. So you have kind of like a relationship that, well, let's see here. X gets bigger, y will get smaller. I've got to, what's that? Yeah, I need to think about that. This is just a general relationship. Well, what I'm going to do anyways, I'm going to show you later more details of how to do this. So at least let me just simply give you a simple relationship between y is inversely related to x. We'll give you the details. I'm running out of room here. Give me a chance. I'll get you all the answers in the next videos.